For this discussion post, I've chosen to talk about Louisville Metro Interim Police Chief Yvette Gentry. On October 1st of 2020, Yvette Gentry was sworn in as Louisville Metro Police Department's new chief. Gentry took on this job when Louisville was in a state of unrest. Protests had been happening ever since the March 2020 death of Breonna Taylor by Louisville Metro police officers. On the first day in her new position, Gentry decided that she wanted to unboard the entire city. Businesses downtown had boarded up their windows and doors to protect from protesters. However, she wanted that all to come down, including on Metro Police headquarters. She wanted to show the protesters that they were in this together in restoring the great city of Louisville. She went out into the streets to meet with protesters and find out exactly what they wanted done by the police and how she could help. She had to come into this job when just about every protester hated the police. They blamed the police for Breonna Taylor's death. They called it a racial targeting. They saw racism as the main point, and Yvette Gentry, being a black woman and the first police chief, knew she wanted to do something about that. Therefore, she decided that she would, in her first couple of months, fire two of the police officers that were involved in the Breonna Taylor shooting. She chose to fire these officers to make a stand and show that police are not above the law and they will be held accountable for their actions. She decided, as her time as police chief, that she would get rid of the bad apples, so to speak, in the police department. She knew that if she got rid of some of the bad ones, that she could make Louisville Metro Police Department one of the greatest departments that she's ever worked for. Upon firing the two police officers, she also made a task force that would go against all of the criminal activity that police were involved in or being investigated for. She wanted to do this to make the police department stronger and better and protect their oath of serving. Therefore, she chose to become a level 5 leader by getting rid of the bad cops and making sure the department had all the right people to serve this community of Louisville. And she did that all in her time as interim police chief before she finally signed over the job on January the 16th to Brooke Shields, who is coming in as Louisville's second police chief as a woman.